Welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Callan. And as you can probably tell, Christmas is just around the corner, and I bet you all have one of these sitting in your fridge at home. It is a leg of ham, and this for me screams Christmas. What I'm going to do is show you today how we can spruce this leg of ham up from being a smoked leg of ham into being the glazed, sweet, sticky leg of ham that everyone loves. What I'm going to do to start with is just take off this little bit of skin on the outside, trying to keep as much fat underneath as we can. So I'm just going to put a little nick in the skin there, and basically you can just run your fingers in between the skin and the fat just to separate it. So just run your hand underneath like that, and then as you go through, just slowly peel the skin back. I'm just putting a knife down the side where the ham skin just won't come off. And what I'm also going to do is just take my knife and run it down the bottom edge of the ham, because basically we don't want to take all the skin off the bone. So by doing that, what we're going to do is when we pull the skin back, it's going to stop at that point and it's going to come off. The second thing we're going to do, which people seem to be really scared of, is scoring the ham. It's really actually quite simple. All you're going to do is just run your knife lightly. I'm not actually putting very much pressure onto the ham, just letting my knife glide in, because what you're going to do by doing that is you're just going to score the fat. You don't actually want to penetrate and go into the skin. You just want to run your knife along the fat. You can do whatever you like. You can do crossways, you can do straight lines, you can do what I'm about to do and diamond it. The hams you see on magazines, they're all perfectly crisscrossed, like they've got a ruler and done it. I'm up for a little bit more of a rustic style, so just run your knife into it. There's no need to be too precise. You want to try and put as many cuts into the ham as you can, because what's going to happen is the sauce is going to get in all those grooves and caramelize and turn all that fat really nice and crispy, so that when you cut a slice of ham, you're left with this really nice golden brown, sweet caramelized top. Done. So I've taken the skin off the ham and I've scored the fat. Now it's time to get onto the glaze. So what I've got to put into this pot is 2 kaffir lime leaves. I'm just going to tear, and by tearing it, you're just releasing a little bit more of that flavour. I'm going to add 50 ml of water, add about 2 tablespoons of golden syrup. I'm going to add 50 grams of palm sugar, and I'm going to add about 500 ml of mango puree. Give that a little bit of a mix. And then we're going to take it to the heat. So the mango's on the heat, and we're just going to bring it up to the boil to let that sugar caramelise and dissolve. Let those kaffir lime leaves infuse into the mango. Then we'll add some lime juice and it's ready to glaze the ham. So the mango mix has been on the stove for about 8 minutes now, and all that palm sugar has started to dissolve. What I'm going to do now is add the juice of 3 limes. What I'm going to go ahead and do now is put the ham inside the baking tray, and I'm going to go ahead and spoon on this mango mixture over the top. It's going to seem quite thin at first, but as it goes in the oven, all the liquid's going to catch down the bottom. It will thicken up, and then we'll use that to baste this ham every 15 to 20 minutes or so. Done. So the glaze is on the ham. Now it's time to go in the oven, and we're going to pull it out every 15 to 20 minutes and just get all that liquid that's down the bottom, and keep basting the ham to make sure all that top caramelizes, gets really crispy, and you're left with a luscious, juicy ham.